Malvern Hills is one of the UK's best hidden gems. Located on the border of Worcestershire and Herefordshire, I genuinely didn't know this place existed until about a year ago, and if you're not from the area, you've probably not heard of it either. One of the best things I can say about Malvern Hills is we wanted to go on a nice day. Even though you can see it's not that nice a day from the images, the views were still spectacular anyway. You get to see the rainstorms in the distance passing over, and because you can see for so far, you can take in all the other towns, the other hills, and of course Malvern Hills itself. You can see how long it is from start to finish. I would love to see what this place is like on a clear day, and if you look up images you can. It looks spectacular. There are multiple different ways of doing this walk. You can start from one end and walk to the other, and obviously there's two ends you can start from. The only problem with doing that is if you do that, you have to be prepared to walk all the way back again. The hills run north to south for 8 miles, so that is a 16-mile walk if you're prepared for it. However, we decided to start in the middle, basically the two biggest hills, purely because that's all we had time to do on the day. Once you park somewhere towards the middle of the hills, you get a nice scenic forest trail that leads you, basically zigzagging up the hill, to actually get to the point where you are out in the clear and on top of the hills. There was no one else on this trail. It was really peaceful, and there's something about there being a forest on the edge of a hill that I found to be quite unique. It's not something I've ever really experienced before, and you can see what it's like from some of these shots here when we were going through. Once you have made it through the clearing of trees and onto the hills, there are multiple different pathways you can choose. I imagine there's so many different walks and different views that you can get from these different pathways, but you have to be careful because if you go down some of them, there's other pathways that lead off them, and if you forget which way you came, you might end up in a totally different car park, or even at an end of the town that you don't want to be in. But nevertheless, it just goes to show the variety that this set of hills actually has within it, and how every time you visit it, you could do technically a different trail, different walk, and a different side of the hills. If you're going across the main trail, which basically goes on top of the hills and not round the sides, you will find there are typically more people. It is quite busy at the top of the hills. I mean, this was not the nicest of weather days, and if it's a nice hot sunny day, I imagine it's going to be a lot busier up here. Definitely something to bear in mind and expect if you are going to come on a nice day, or especially during the holidays. Something else to note as well is the town of Malvern itself that goes alongside the hill. I wish I'd got some shots of it for you, but unfortunately I didn't. It's a really nice town. What I saw of it looked nice. It has hotels, it's got some nice restaurants, coffee shops, other independent shops. It looked like somewhere I really wanted to check out, but again, we didn't have much time. And I know my parents have been here. They've sent me photos of the Malvern Hills Hotel where they stayed, which I did drive past, and that too looks like a very nice place to stay. Although from when I checked, it looks like it gets booked up quite far in advance, so definitely something to bear in mind. But again, I'd love to see this place with a sunset or a sunrise. I can only imagine it looks so nice. I have seen images, and I definitely recommend coming to Malvern Hills, because like I say, even if the weather isn't that great, it's still nice views, it's still a nice walk, and I definitely recommend this walk to anyone. And I genuinely do think this is a hidden gem of the UK. Again, I've never heard of it until last year, and if you've never heard of it, now you have. And I hope this video encourages you to actually get out there and come here. Other than that, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.